got through the torrential rainfall. Good for you all.
God bless the rain.
Yes, right? Yes. Whenever it's raining, I wake up and I'm like, I wonder who's going to actually get, because you know in Los Angeles, in California, when it rains, that's like, for most of the country, that's when there's like a hurricane. A drizzle. People are like, oh, I can't go out in that. Yes. So thank you all, and no disrespect to all of you who are sitting there in your pajamas with your coffee and your tea or whatever, vodka, whatever you're drinking this morning. We say thank you to you. So we have a surprise for you this morning. Who said, oh, good? Jim. Okay, Jim. So we have a surprise for you this morning. There is a, we used to have our services in North Hollywood at the NoHo Arts Center. And there was a woman who was my assistant minister, musical director, who she and I became the, what's that called? Something in Dawn? Tony Orlando and Dawn of musical theater church.
I was thinking Sonny and Cher, but okay.
That's true, because you're only one. Let's say Sonny. No, because Sonny didn't do so well. So, and Tony Orlando
he became a senator,
had the star name, yes. So, today we're going to relive that and bring back to our memory the wonderful, the beautiful Reverend Karen Mitchell.
Woo! Woo! GTC! I'm back!
And so Karen used to write a song a month
yes.
for our services, and you hear a lot of them because we do them. But you haven't heard this one, and this one was like a staple. We used to open almost every service with it.
I know, I used to love it.
It's like Throwback Sunday.
We got it out of the archives, guys, and you are here for that moment. Okay.
So we're going to invite you all to stand.
Come on.
And enjoy.
Shake your groove thing, come on.
You guys know.
Well, let's start this celebration with a song. Hey, let's invite the world to sing along. We got joy, peace, and life to share. We get together with love to spare. But let's start this celebration with a song. But let's start this celebration with a cheer. Tell the world that all are welcome here.
What do we got, Karen?
We got speakers,
books,
and classes too.
Classes too.
We're learning things we never knew. Let's start this celebration with a cheer.
Modulation.
Start this celebration with a song. With a song. Come on, guys.
Okay, everybody, say good morning to one another.
Come on, Robbie Gilman.
Robbie Gilman, everybody.
Well, let's start this celebration with a song.
Where are we?
This is home, the right where we belong. And we can be two and have it all. No dreams too big, no dreams too small. Let's start this celebration with a song. Let's start this celebration. Just a little prayer and meditation. Let's start this celebration with a song.
Mitchell, everyone.
How about these guys, huh? Woo!
That is a Karen Mitchell original.
Tis. I'm well. I am alive. No.
Oh, and I didn't turn mine on.
Ooh.
Am I on now, Larry?
I think we used to work before the days of headsets. Back in the Stone Age. No.
Larry, this does not work. Here, you see it?
Well, I just know that
But I
I'm
do
glad
have-
to be here. I'm glad to be here. No
I'm
matter
glad
what
to
mic
be.
we're
I'm
on.
glad to have you here too.
Thank you, sir.
So, do you remember what we say? We come together every Sunday as a spiritual community to do what?
To know one thing and one thing only.
And what is that, everybody?
Murmur amongst yourselves. Why?
Exactly, right? To know that right where I am. So Karen is now, she's Reverend Karen Mitchell, right? She did her practitioner studies through the Global Truth Center.
I did.
She did her ministerial studies through the Global Truth Center. She just got her master's degree through Emerson,
Yeah.
helped
this
by
week
the Global Truth Center.
by the Global Truth Center.
And now she is in advanced consciousness studies to get her doctorate. So tell them a little bit about what that feels like, Karen.
It feels amazing because, you know, I think I haven't been here in maybe a couple of years.
Yeah.
And I come back and everybody's
Here you go.
Dr. Thor, Dr. Liza, Dr. You know, everybody's a wonderful. And I'm like, I need to continue my education. What am I doing? I'm sitting around, obviously not doing enough. I need to do more. You know, and so when my daughter graduated from university this past June, I was like,
no, I want to keep this.
yeah, it's time for me to go back to school. Time for me to get going.
And so what have you learned?
Wow. So.
Can I just say what you said to me?
Yes.
About 4 weeks into the class, she said to me, she said, "You have destroyed my entire life." She said, "I can't even speak a word without saying, is that right? I'm not sure if I believe that anymore."
You've ruined it for me entirely. New thought used to be so easy. And now it's, is this dualistic? Isn't there only one thing, not me and God?
And then all of your songs.
And all my songs, I gotta redo them all. This is probably gonna be my doctorate project.
That's it.
Go back and redo all the lyrics for my songs that sound dualistic.
It is
But
true.
anyway, yeah, it's a big deal. It's changed everything for me.
It is.
You know?
Yeah, no, it is true. That's
So-
very true.
And we're
So
doing bods
everybody,
as well.
we're doing bods. How many people are in bods?
Q-bods.
Good. We have great people from all over the world. Let's see. I'm looking for that one place. Spain.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. England. New York.
Yeah, New York, Italy.
Italy. Yes,
Yeah.
Italy. DC. From all over the world, we have people in bods. But this one's quantum bods.
Quantum bods again with the
And
quantum.
even Marilyn Murphy. Yes. So
It's a life changer.
It really is. Corinne Draper is in bods. Yes.
It's fantastic.
Life changer, right?
I highly recommend it, guys. If you haven't done it, I didn't do bods, the other bods, when it was a couple years ago. The
Just
other
bods.
Just regular bods.
Yeah.
Now I want a Q bod. So now I'm doing the Q bods, and it's just amazing. Honest
Wait
to
till we
God,
do
it's really
Z
amazing.
bods.
Z bods.
Z bods.
Okay.
That's the end of the whole process. So, is anybody here for the first time today? Like you've never been here before? This is your first time? Okay, then I won't even go into, but I will now. Our vision statement, which is, Karen, you can sing that.
Love only, forgive everything, remember who you are.
That was one of her songs. Robbie, you could have played that, right? Yeah, Robbie's like, yeah, I could have, but I don't have it.
If you just told me ahead of time once.
And oh, wait, and it
The
also.
pointing is very important. This is what
So
I
go
used
ahead,
to
do it again. Do it again. Ready?
Vanna White.
Okay. Love only, forgive everything, remember who you are, and do it.
Now.
That's the second part. Do it now. Sounds good without music, doesn't it? So, love only. What's the second one? And. So you ready to do it now? Come on back up, guys. Robbie. So, we haven't done this either
In a
for a
long time.
very long time.
Now I have to explain it because now it sounds dualistic. I'm sorry. Meaning that I'm thinking about or singing about a God outside of us. The sky God we've all heard about. The old man up there judging,
Santa Claus.
smiting randomly. We don't believe in that. We don't teach that here. We teach that God is integrally intertwined quantumly as everything, as us.
And this song, you know, the first lyric is, my soul sings out to you, my love. But it's an interesting dilemma as a minister to teach the quantum perspective of God. Because we hear the word God and instantly it's an outside thing. And our journey is going to be to that point, that paradigm shift, when we reach that moment, when we say God, we actually accept it as ourselves. So when I sing, my soul sings out to you, I'm singing to myself, saying, there is that in me that knows, ooh, that just touched me, knows who I am so deeply that sometimes I have to remind you, James, who you are. And that's what we're here to do for you today.
Take a deep breath, please. My soul sings out to you, my love. My soul sings out to you. My soul sings out to you, my love. My soul sings out to you. Oh, love divine, you are my strength, and you carry me on your wings. You are in me, you're the very breath I breathe, and my soul sings out to you. My soul sings out to you, my love. My soul sings out to you. My soul sings out to you, my love. My soul sings out to you. Your endless blessings, they just flow through me like a mighty river through my soul. You're all that is. You are everything, and I will love you forever and ever and ever and ever. My soul sings out to you, my love. My soul sings out to you. My soul is singing. My soul sings out to you, my love. My soul sings out to you. Join us. My soul sings out to you, my love.
Now take a deep breath. And then let's give Miss Mitchell our love. Beautiful. Okay, you're staying.
I'm staying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you this, but I don't know that I even talked to you about it. Do you know what our theme is at the center this year?
Is
It's
it
right in
only-
front of you.
I thought that was January only. Come alive.
No, that's the whole year.
Come
It's-
alive in 25.
Yes, you know I rhymed them all.
I know.
Right. Come alive in 25.
All right.
Oh, Kevin, could you hand me that piece of paper there?
And she's working it.
She is working it, right?
Yeah.
And that is our theme for the month as well.
Fabulous.
So when we do the year, I also do the first month to make it,
Okay.
you know. So the amazing Diane Brabant came to do our yeah, you can give her an applause. Woo! She did our meditation this morning, and because she did our meditation this morning, she brought a quote. I don't need you. She brought a quote, and it started the day, and I was like, that is the perfect quote for this entire year. So I wanted to read it before we start talking. It's by Howard Thurman, 1899, 1981, theologian, educator, civil rights leader. And he said this: don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive.
Wow.
Thank you, Diane, for that.
Oh.
So when you hear that, come alive, what does it inspire in you?
Well, you know, I like to always look up the meaning of words. So I looked up alive, and I was kind of surprised for when it said not dead. I'm like, duh, okay, living, okay. So I had to think of Frankenstein and his monster, of course, and the famous, it's alive,
Cloris Leachman?
the newer version. So for me, it means jettisoning the albatrosses and buoys and weights that I've put around my own neck or body or both. My mind is what it really is. And letting it go so that I can actually learn who I am. What's my favorite color? What do I like to do? What makes me happy? Like you said, what brings you joy? What just are you passionate about? And I know music is obviously way up there for me. And touching people and communicating with people is my mission. So coming alive reminds me also of the Buddha, when they were asking the Buddha, well, are you a prophet? Are you a holy man? Are you, Christ? What are you? And Buddha said, I am awake. So for me, coming awake and coming alive are intertwined, quantumly.
It's funny because, of course, most of you know that Kevin and I just spent the whole last week in New York City. Quite an alive city to be in. Very busy, very bustling, and it was freezing. I mean, it was really freezing. I mean, there was one day it was 2 degrees, I think it was. Very cold. It got up to 16. It was like lovely. But I did know. Yeah. But there were guys on Times Square dancing in t-shirts. I don't know how they do it. But it made me, when I go back to New York, I tend to come face to face with my past, with who I was when I was so alive, so vibrantly alive. And I remember thinking, I could never live anywhere other than New York City. And I had a very different reaction this time. I did not come face to face with my past. I came face to face with my present. And that was really exciting. But there was something inside of me that was like, what wants to come alive now, James? And that's what I want to ask you, like really spontaneously, without having to think about it or have any of those weights that you talked about attached to it.
Yeah.
What wants to come alive in Karen Mitchell that hasn't yet, and that is ready to, and that you're willing to say yes to?
I mean,
I think I've had moments of fearlessness, but I think for me, just really this knowing who I am is what's unfolding for me. Knowing how unlimited, how powerful, how creative, how amazing we all are, and I am, you know. And I spent a lot of time raising children, putting them first, which I, did. I don't regret that.
No.
And then my mom got ill, and I was taking care of her. I never slept with my phone off for, I don't know, 20, 30 years. I don't know. Been a long time.
Yeah.
So I look forward to sleeping with my phone off, now. Everybody's safe, and mom is gone. Got to rest her. And I'm going to have my own time for me, write my songs and,
Do you see yourself on gigantic stadiums?
Why not? I'm ready.
But-
I was ready
but
in
can you
1975.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah. But can you see that?
Yes.
Can't you see that?
Yeah, I
So
do.
that's something that wants to come alive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you unleashing you to the world.
Yeah. Which is God, really,
Well, yeah.
as me.
Yeah. And when we realize that,
Yeah.
then there's no limit.
Then there's
when
no
you said
limit.
unlimited, you thought it was going to be the theme. Yeah. But that's true.
It's true. Yeah. And it's letting go of my own stuff. And that's why I love this BODS class. And I love the consciousness studies course because
Yeah.
it's changing everything. When we learn to let go of that stuff that's holding our own selves back, right? You guys have been there, right?
Well, the funny thing about BODS, every time I do it every year. Usually I do it in the spring leading up to summer so people can get their beach body ready.
Oh, yeah.
But this year, Thor suggested I do it right at the top of the year, and that was actually a great idea
Yeah.
to start the year with this program. Because for me, every time I do it, I have to be reminded that my body is nothing but a reflection of what my mind is doing.
That's it.
And that's true not just for my physical body, but the body of my life. Everything in my life is nothing but a reflection of what I've used my mind to create. So this idea of coming alive, it's actually bringing my mind back into alignment with what my soul wants to do.
Yeah. What
So-
is my soul singing out for? What is my
you,
soul singing
my
out
love.
For me, my love.
Yes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I would be tempted then to say to you, so what are you going to do? What are you going to do to make this happen? How are you going to make, but you know what? That's not the issue. When you know who you are, when you tap into and decide what is yours to do, the universe answers.
It does. It shows right up.
So I am looking forward to that stadium.
Yay! Me too. You all will show up, will you?
Yeah. And
There
all
we
of
go.
them out there
And all
too.
y'all out there. Okay.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Yeah.
Ready, set, go.
Okay, good. Wasn't your dad a musician?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Gordon Mitchell, he played in the New York jazz scene, with Gene Krupa and, Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday. And
Yeah.
So.
Your
yeah.
dad played with Billie Holiday.
Yeah, my uncle too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're just living the
bar is pretty high
ancestral
there, James.
dream.
The
Yeah.
bar was set pretty high, but
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I always grew up with music, so for me it's just natural.
That's awesome. I feel very similar to you. I feel like we are both like right here on the edge,
Yeah.
just ready to just dive out and claim what has always been ours,
Yeah.
but it's time to finally claim it.
That's it.
Ready?
Declare it.
Dear, well, and thank you for that, but we have to do one other thing before that, and then we'll get to that. So, our affirmation. Do you want to lead us in our affirmation? Any way
it
you
with
want.
me or
you,
after me?
any way. You don't remember all this?
It changes sometimes.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do with it.
Right, Mr. Bailey? Okay, I'll say it first, and you guys want to, do it again after me? Okay. I come alive into my most dynamic self ever. Okay?
I come alive into my most dynamic self ever.
Exclamation
Was that good
point.
enough? Do you want?
That was great, guys. That was great.
Okay, good. Well, then, usually I say thank you, but I don't have to, because now, this is a brand new song.
Pretty new, yeah.
Yeah, pretty new. So you all get to hear it for the first time. Ladies, please join the lovely Karen, and she will
Yes.
sing.
I declare! Exclamation point. The fabulous Carol and Mindy.
hold on, give me a hug. That was fabulous. Oh my God, that was fabulous. I declare. Okay. How's everybody doing? Okay. So Karen's song starts with this: whatever I think I am, I am. Do y'all know that? Whatever you think you are, you are. That's kind of how this works. It's pretty simple. Whatever I think I am, I am. The problem is we think a lot of things about ourselves. And we wake up one day and we feel like we're amazing. Then we wake up another day and we feel like we're not. Right? That's kind of how it works. And it says, whatever I think I am, I am. Amazing or not amazing. And then the song is, I declare. So I want everybody at the top of your lungs, without hurting your vocal cords, to scream, I declare on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I declare! Margaret Owens, you did not open your mouth. One more time, just for Margaret Owens, everyone. Here we go, everybody. 1, 2, 3. I declare! Okay, don't make me call you out like that. So, I declare, right? You all just said it. How'd that feel? Great. Really? Did it feel good? I'll make you do it again. No, I declare. Okay, so now I want you to do this. I want you to end that sentence. I declare what? What are you declaring? Like, what would you declare, Genevieve? I declare, don't sit in the front row if you don't want to be called on. Oh, you're COD. Good. Well, here's some COD. Ready? What do you declare? I declare.
I declare that I can have anything I want.
Okay, too general.
Too vague.
What do you want?
All right.
How about I declare an amazing acting career?
I declare an amazing acting career.
Yeah, but see, I believe that. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right now I do.
Right now?
Yeah.
Why?
Because remember who you are.
I declare. So, Diane, what are you going to declare? I declare.
I am healthy.
Okay. Who wants that? So let's do it. Ready, everybody who wants that? And I declare I am healthy. Okay, great. Corinne, what do you want? I declare love. Who wants love? More love in their life. Let's try that. Ready? I declare love. Okay, great. Mindy, what do you want? I love that you're all sitting here. This is an interactive service. Just to be clear, it's trying to get you to be interactive with the universe, so you're actually telling the universe what you want. Not just, oh, I would love, I'll get right to you, Miss Margaret. What do you want?
Fitness.
Say that.
I declare fitness.
What?
I declare fitness.
Everybody. I declare fitness. Okay, good. Margaret?
Wholeness.
What does that mean?
It means all of those things spin out from me. It knows what I want. I am what I want, and I want all of it whole.
How about I declare all of it? You can say wholeness. I declare wholeness, all of it. Let's do that. Ready? I declare wholeness, all of it. All good? Yes. Okay, Karina?
I declare hot sex.
Oh, that wakes you up. That gets you to applaud and totally agree. Glenda, is that good for you? Oh, Glenda's like, I didn't hear her. What did she say? She said, I'll repeat for everybody online. Karina, sitting there with her 18-year-old daughter, I might add, said, I declare hot sex. And we've lost the internet. So, how many people are good with that declaration? Leslie? She raised her hand, Robbie. It's Robbie's wife, just letting you know. Okay, so let's all say this together. Pete, you good with that? Okay, I wasn't expecting this today, but it's going to be a good day for you. Okay, so, shall we, everybody? I declare hot sex. I like that Peggy Lorback raised her hands for that. That's the most I've seen out of you in months. That's great. Okay, so let me tell you what a declaration is. I want to go in a whole different direction now. The declaration is a formal or explicit statement or announcement. Okay? A formal or explicit, that was explicit, an explicit statement or announcement. So you're announcing to the world what you declare. And all of that is good. All of that is very good. But the question then becomes, what's behind the declaration? So here's the title of my talk today. Behind the words. And as you know, we are set up for Eric Bork's screening tonight. So because we have all these lights on the screen, it's going to make it a little bit harder to read. But for those of you over there, look that way, because that's a lot easier to read. Okay, so the title of my talk today is Behind the Words. So we use a lot of words in our lives. We say a lot of what we want. We even get excited and are all on board with something with our words. But there's still something inside of us questioning it. Or there's something inside of us saying, really? Do you really mean that? And you can act you can act a lot. You can act I can't find another word for that, out of it. I know, right? You can act the shit out of it. Great, good. So, and we can. Because we also are acting in a way that we don't realize we're acting, but we are. So the real question becomes, what's behind your words? What's behind the declaration you're making? Because you can say, I want hot sex, I want fitness, I want wholeness, I want all of it, I want health, I want all the things you said, I want a vibrant acting career. You can say that all you want, but the universe does not answer your words. The universe is deaf. The universe doesn't hear words. The universe hears action. The universe hears the soul, the heart. What do you mean? What do you really, and this is what the universe really operates on, belief. The universe doesn't need to hear that little plant there telling the universe it's going to turn into a tree, because it only knows to turn into a tree. Our problem is that we have the capacity to make different choices. We can have a choice. We can make a choice not to be our fullest, greatest self. We can make a choice to be our limited self. We can make a choice to be weak. We can make a choice to be diseased. We can make any choice we want. That's the gift we've been given, and that is the burden we have been given. Because it is done unto you as you believe, not as you declare, and not as you speak the words. So I believe that this teaching, this philosophy, one of the reasons why it is not so big, and it isn't, when you look at the world religions, we're not even on the map. We don't even register. It is so minuscule, so tiny, the number of people that are involved in metaphysics or quantum metaphysics. Go to quantum metaphysics, and you've just sliced metaphysics down like by 100%. So that's what's going on. Why is that? Because we actually get it, that until we change our minds, we are not going to change our lives. That's the way this works. Until we really become clear on what we believe and then wholeheartedly declare it from the belief, not a lot's going to happen. Or it may happen, and then it falls apart. So, Ernest Holmes said this, our belief sets the limit to our demonstration of a principle which of itself is without limit. Now, I've said this quote 1 billion times. And this morning, when I pulled it out of my very dusty Ernest Holmes book, I was like, oh my God, this is like, I feel like I've read this for the first time. Because I'm struck by our belief sets the limit. Our beliefs are setting limits to our life. And then when you go to the bottom of it, we set the limit of a principle which
in and of itself is limitless, without limit. So your brain, your mind, your capacity to think and decide and choose, to all of that, that is what is causing the limitations in your life. That and nothing else. So it really behooves us to find out what we believe, because some of us are walking around declaring the hell out of life or the heaven out of life. Declaring, I declare this, I declare this, I declare this. And do you ever wonder why it doesn't come true? And then you know what we do? Through secondary causation, we declare it, it doesn't happen. And now we've bought into a belief that it doesn't happen, that those things don't happen. I remember the first time I really wanted a job as an actor, and I didn't get it. And I was shocked, because I'd gotten everything up to that point. When I moved to New York, I was the yes guy. Every show I went for, I got it. And then all of a sudden, and that went all the way through, for those of you who don't know, I did West Side Story, all the way through, yeah, that wasn't bad. 40 minutes. All the way through West Side Story. And then after West Side Story, I was kind of a target because I was already a Broadway star. And so I'd go in, and now I went in for every big job that was coming, and I started not getting it. And my belief of, I am invincible, I am the actor everybody wants except the ones that don't want me. And that started to get into my head. And then I can tell you, at some point I went into auditions concerned. As opposed to what any actor should do, go into an audition and say, here's what I got to offer. You want it? Great. You don't? Oh well, someone will. That's the only way to audition. That's the only way to use your talents. Because not everybody is going to want to use you. You might not be right for a part. So this whole idea of belief, if you really can get your mind around it, really wrap your mind around it, you will be limitless. You will accomplish and achieve everything. You will get to those stadiums. But there can't be anything in your mind that says, I might not fill a stadium. I might not be worthy of a stadium. I might be too old because, you know, Taylor Swift is what, 12? So, yeah. So Ernest Holmes also said this: the universe is ready to take form through the impulse of our creative belief. So this is the other thing I wanted to tell you this morning about your beliefs. Your beliefs have energy. Your belief is an energy. It's an energetic field. Your belief has a radiant impulse that surrounds it, an energy, a vibration. Every belief you have is based on how much of that belief you embody. And that's I love that he says there, that is the impulse of our creative belief. And every time you negate that belief, that impulse gets smaller and smaller and smaller. I told the story the other day of Will and my no big deal story. And I know most of you know this story, but I'll do it very quickly. I was getting ready for church at the NoHo Art Center, and I was beautifully dressed, ready to go, and I was making a protein drink, and he was like 6, maybe 5, sitting on the counter next to the blender. And Nora was sitting in her chair at the kitchen table. And Kevin was out of town. Well, he was on Broadway doing a show. And I'm putting everything in, eggs, protein powder, strawberries, blueberries, kale, everything I put in there. And I turned away for a reason. I turned back, and as I turned back, Will pushed the power thing. Now, there was no lid on it. And it just went. I had egg dripping from my nose, and I was just like, and I was already running late, which is shocking because I'm so on time. And so I was standing there, and we had been teaching the children no big deal. No matter what happened in life, it was no big deal. And we really wanted to get them to learn that don't make anything so big that it does something to you. And so I'm speechless, which is shocking. I was speechless, and Will just went, no big deal. And I couldn't speak. I just couldn't speak. And then he went a little less enthusiastically, no big deal. And I still couldn't speak. And then I saw the tears come down his face. And he went, no big deal. I know, right? And I was slayed. I was like, no, no big deal. You're absolutely right. Inside, I'm like, I'm going to kill him. But that's what we do. That's what our beliefs do. We believe it, and then the world does something, and we believe it a little less, and then the world does something, and we believe it a little less, until we're walking around with these half beliefs. And we're believing this, but we're also believing this, which, as you all know, is called mixed messages. And that's what we're giving the universe, mixed messages. So the real question becomes, are we willing to do the work to really know what we're doing? Because I would say most of us sitting here today and all of you online, we don't really know what we're doing. We're really not fully sure what we're telling the universe. The only way we can know is to look at our lives, because our lives will tell us what we're telling the universe. So look at your life and let it tell you what you're telling the universe. Are you happy? Are you healthy? Are you fulfilled? Are you creative? Are you passionate? Is what you're doing in life really making a difference for you? For you, not anybody else, but for you. Ernest Holmes said, and in the book, it is this bold in all caps, we are bound by nothing except belief. So we can sit here and listen to an amazing singer, an amazing songwriter, sing, I declare health, I declare wealth, I declare all of it. And we can feel that like Genevieve was feeling. She can feel that in that moment. But what happens when we walk out the door? Or what happens when we pick up our checkbook and realize, yeah, I'm an amazing employed actress, but I don't have money. I'm not saying you, but anybody, unless it's you. We can say so many things. I want hot sex, but I haven't had a date in 5 years. I know that's not you either. But all of the above, health, fitness. I want fitness. I declare fitness. And I can sit here right now in front of all of you and scream it with everybody else. I declare fitness. And then not go to the gym. Not jog, not work out. No, that's not you. But that's how this thing works. Because as Ernest Holmes says there, we are bound by nothing but belief. And Walt Disney said this, when you believe in a thing, believe in it all the way, implicitly and unquestionably. There's probably an ending to this. When you believe in a thing, believe in it. I'm like, didn't that have an ellipse? When you believe in a thing, believe in it all the way, implicitly and unquestionably. I don't know that we all do that. I don't know that we believe in it implicitly, unquestionably. Has anybody seen the Saturday Night Live movie yet? Saturday night? Kevin or not? Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was just amazing. Watching how they portrayed Lorne Michaels as someone who just was not going to take no for an answer, even though he had his devils and his demons questioning him. And we all know what happened. And listening to the world say, you'll be gone in 2 weeks. Nobody wants to watch this. It's nothing. You don't even know what it is yet, right? As all these lines that came through the movie. And the movie was, I found, to be incredibly paced and designed and directed and acted. These actors were amazing. But when it was over, when the movie was over, we all have the ability to go, and it's still on 40 years later, 50 years later. That's a mind like Walt Disney said, as we look at Walt Disney and what he has created, right? Implicitly and unquestionably believed in. You cannot talk me off of what I believe, period. My daughter passed away, and you could not talk me off the truth that life is unfolding perfectly, no matter what. That I stand in implicitly and unquestionably. That's the kind of belief that moves mountains, that changes things. And that's the kind of belief you need. So, as I said to you, we went to New York. And I want to close with a little story. We went to New York, and Kevin and I are producing a number of things. The play that we went to produce this week was very successful and has an amazing future. And it was fun to be there and to meet all of these high-level yes people that can say yes to your project and make it happen. And that's who was in the room with us for two performances. But we also went to 3 Broadway shows, the three of the top tickets in town to see. But one producer, who I will not name, came in, and for an entire 4 or 5 minutes, the whole conversation was about how theater is impossible to produce today. It costs too much. There are too many fingers in the pot. It's impossible to raise that much money. You have to have way too many producers. And frankly, and the final one was, and the audiences are fickle. Even if you love something and it's brilliant, it's not going to succeed because that's what theater is today. And I had to walk away from the conversation. And he even turned, he goes, look at you. You're going to be doing a $20 million musical. How fast do you think that's going to happen? Yeah, so I'm hearing this conversation, and the other producers that were in this circle of conversation, all big Broadway producers, were all like, yeah, it's gotten really difficult. It's really hard. And so I walked away saying, no. It's so easy for me to buy into that. It would be so easy to use that as an excuse for what didn't happen or for what's not going to happen. A $20 million musical? With God, are there really limits? With God, is $20 million any different than $20? With God, is a hangnail and cancer different? That's what I taught. That's what I believe. And so, we went to see 3 shows. And yes, I did the work to get you the programs. So one night we saw Sunset Boulevard, the new one, the most interesting version of this show you will ever see, I think, although everything's unlimited. It was just spectacular, and the woman who played the lead was unbelievable. The fact that there was any scenery left when she was done was shocking. And I don't mean that in a bad way. And then the next night, we went to see Gypsy with Audra McDonald. And by the way, all 3 of these tickets are almost impossible to get. Yet we had house seats for every show. And here I'll tell you a little story about Gypsy. We didn't get house seats for Gypsy. Somehow we missed them. We were too late asking for the house seats. I stayed calm because I've seen every Mama Rose since Ethel Merman on Broadway. And I had to see Audra McDonald, and this was my shot. But I was calm, and we're in rehearsal on Wednesday, and I said to Kevin, you all go to lunch. I'm going to go over to the theater and buy tickets for Gypsy.
It was the day we saw it. It was Thursday.
It was Thursday, the day of the readings. Yeah, in between the 2 presentations. So I said, I'm going to go get tickets for Gypsy, to which someone to my right said, you're not going to get tickets. It's completely sold out. I went, uh-huh. So I went to the box office, and there were 2 women, probably from like New Jersey, in front of me. And you know what I mean by that. I know, I knew you were going to say that. And the woman says, I hear her, and I'm next in line after these 2 women. And the woman says, we just had 2 house seats released, and I can give them to you. I'm like, don't buy them, don't buy them, don't buy them. And the woman said, how much? And they said, well, they're $249 a ticket. She goes, oh, no, we want the mezzanine. And I'm like, and so they bought tickets to the mezzanine, and I walked up and I said, I'll take them. And she said, oh, you heard what I said? I said, oh, yeah, I'll take them. I'll take them. And she goes, great. And so I paid for them, and I looked at them, and I was like, oh, my God, we are in the 5th row center. She will do Rose's turn. She could spit on me from where she does Rose's turn. And I can only tell you, at intermission of this show, Kevin and I were speechless. When she finished singing Everything's Coming Up Roses, Kevin and I turned to each other. I said to him, she's a monster. I'd never seen Mama Rose as a monster. I saw her as confused and, overwhelming, but This woman chewed into that role. I have never seen a performance like this in my life. And then in Act 2, when she does the famous Rose's turn, where she's screaming out about her, she could have been the star to Gypsy, bigger than Gypsy Rose Lee. And she does this whole walk around the ellipse. She's literally as close as you are to me. And she finishes that song, and 2,000 people leap to their feet and would not stop applauding. And she never missed a beat. She just stood there and acted as though she was hearing 2,000 people applauding her, and tears coming down her eyes, and I was just a mess. I was like, never in my life have I seen a performance like this. But I couldn't get tickets because it was sold out. And then we had tickets to the show I wanted to see. I wanted to see Audra the most, and the musical I wanted to see was Maybe Happy Ending, a brand new musical starring Darren Criss. And it started, and we're sitting there, and we really didn't know what to expect. People were all saying, oh, it was nice, we really liked it. And it started, and it was like, oh, this is really cool. Well, let me just tell you, by the end of the show, first of all, we were sobbing. It was such a brilliant, and I wrote something here. I want to read it. It was a brilliant evening of theater because it was a mirror held up to the human race of what we have become. Subtly, you don't even get it until all of a sudden something happens on stage. I'm not going to tell you because you all need to see this. Something happens on stage and you are in one of those moments like, what am I seeing? And it's just... And that was Friday night. And we left Saturday morning. That musical talked about wiping your memory clean. That it's possible to wipe your memory clean so that you'll be happier. But this year for us is all about come alive in 2025. Come alive. Coming alive means not wiping your memory clean. It means knowing what your life has been, embracing it all, knowing it was all part of where you stand today, and then getting so clear of who you are that it all leads up to Rose's turn at the end of your life. And I say the end of your life, it could be 40 when you decide to move into the real life of living, what it really means to live. So I say to all of those producers in that circle who say producing theater is impossible these days, to take their life and go ahead and retire. Because guess what? It's going to be impossible for you because that's what you believe. Or you'll have mixed results from it all. But for me, it is not only possible, it is probable because I know who I am and I know what this universe is all about. It is about a happy ending for everyone, the ability to live life to the fullest, to be fulfilled, to be, as the quote Diane said, to know what makes you come alive, and the line after it is, and do it. So my final remarks to all of you today is A, do the work to see what makes you come alive, know what makes you come alive, understand it, believe that whatever that is you can do, and then go do it. Namaste. Don't you all want to go to New York now? Yeah. Right?
You know I'm going to tell them the story about the Apple Watch.
You can do that some other year. No, I'll tell them. So after Rose's turn happened and 2,000 people are screaming, I have a new Apple Watch, which I didn't wear today, and somehow my Apple Watch thought everybody was like screaming, and I'm like clapping and going crazy. Somehow my Apple Watch thought I was having a heart attack.
And the alarm went off.
And the alarm went off. Now, the good news was
And it called 911.
Wait, I'm not done. Wait. But no one could hear it at first because everybody was screaming. And I could feel it pulsing. And I was like, what is happening? And I sat down, and when it finally got quiet, 911 was on the phone. Can I help you? What's going on?
Assistance? Do you need medical assistance?
And I'm trying to sit on. Kevin's throwing his coat over my phone. It's very embarrassing. The few people around us heard it, but they saw me trying so hard to close. And I didn't know how to turn it off, so yeah. Anyway, thank you for bringing that up. But you know what? That gives you a better understanding of how amazing that moment was. I mean, it was like I was having a heart attack. Yes. Okay, everybody. I invite you to take out your contribution today. Come on up. I think it's just Karen, unless you wanted to join her for a duet. So,
He probably has more fun stories to tell us that you didn't mention.
I know. No, that was the only embarrassing moment. Yes. How do you feel?
I feel fabulous.
Don't you?
Yeah.
It's just good, isn't it?
No, it's fabulous.
Thank you for that song. It really helped me.
You're welcome.
Really. So let's take a deep breath, everyone. I am so grateful for who I am, for knowing who everyone is, for fully believing the infinite possibility of a life lived to the fullest for each and every one of us. I'm grateful for everything that is given here today, for the financial support that is given to this center, to give us the wherewithal to do what we do here. And I just step out of the way, knowing that life is always unfolding perfectly in, as, and through each one of us. So I simply say, thank you. And I let it be so. As we all say together, and so it is.
If there was only one prayer ever spoken, only one prayer ever heard, only one heart ever broken, it would be enough to speak these words. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Thank you for everything. If there is only one life that we're living, only one breath and one voice, only one hurt we're forgiving, it would be enough to make this choice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you, yeah. Thank you for everything. Everything. And there is power in a grateful heart, turning every fear into a work of art. If there is only one love that we're giving, passion that burns. Only one reason for living. This would be the lesson we would learn. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you, yeah. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Are your GTC announcements. Coming up on the calendar, tonight we have a premiere screening of Eric Bork's movie. Tickets are available at the door and the event starts at 5 p.m. Following the screening, Dr. James will interview Eric on how he created the movie and what it took to realize his dream. Join us for this event tonight at 5 p.m. On Monday, February 10th, our next Consciousness Studies class begins. It's Relationship Rules with Dr. Thor Chalgren. We'll be featuring readings from the new book, The Let Them Theory. If you sign up for our class in the next week, you can get a copy of the book for just $5. Also, we're excited to announce that Dr. Lori Savage will be leading a Friday morning application discussion group for the class. So you'll have the class on Monday night, then the optional application group on Fridays. Both are on Zoom. You can sign up for the class today, and you'll find the link on our calendar page. Finally, we're kicking off our wine tour event today. We'll have details on this shortly. Here's what you need to know. We have a limited number of tickets, some of which are available here in person today, some of which are online. If you want to attend this May 3rd event, we recommend getting your tickets today. You'll find the link on our calendar page. You can always find out what's going on and make a donation using the QR code you'll find on the back of our monthly theme cards. Use the camera on your smartphone and you'll go right to the calendar and donation pages on our website. Have a fantastic week, everyone.
So funny listening to your voice. Now you're going to talk again.
I know. The class coming up.
Yeah, it was on.
Okay, the class coming up. One of the things, you were just traveling.
Wait.
Traveling
Go ahead, Mike.
is a perfect
Could you put up his class?
place to discover what your rules are. So you could be in first class, maybe on a flight, but often
Always.
But often people have rules where they go, stop kicking my seat. The person behind me is listening to their iPad with their music up. Someone's standing up and getting in line before it's their turn. So we have all of these rules that about how other people should behave with their relationship to us. And so what we end up doing is what should be, could be a first class experience is not, because in that moment we're annoyed at that person. So that's what this class is about. It's
You're
discovering.
going to teach people how to ride first class better.
Yes, absolutely, because you're going to actually enjoy the experience of being in it.
Okay,
so
good.
every week we're going to be looking at what your beliefs are, your rules
Right.
about how life should be and how everyone in your life, not just your spouse, but the people that you interact with, the people at work, everyone, you will discover what your rules are. And as I said in the announcement, Dr. Lori is going to do on Fridays an additional meeting in the morning where people are going to go through, like, what did I discover during the week and how did I apply it?
That's
So
great.
we're excited about that. So it'll be Mondays, the class, and then Fridays. And as I said, if you sign up between now and next week, and I won't be here because I'm going to see that same play that you saw.
Are you seeing Maybe Happy Andy?
We are. We're seeing it Saturday night for my birthday, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, somehow we got tickets a month ago.
Excellent.
So excited about that. But buy sign up for the class, get the book for $5. And I've got some here with me now.
Excellent. And the class is an accredited class. So it's the next accredited class. So it will certainly cover Ernest Holmes and quantum metaphysics.
Absolutely.
Good. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Thor. Mr. Bailey? Yes. Wine tour. Come up, whoever's on the wine tour. It's you and Diane.
We got picked, huh? I go ahead. All right. This is the first time we're back with the wine tour. Thank you, Brad. In 5 years since before COVID. So
how many people have been on the wine tour? Oh, wow, that's great.
Almost everyone.
I'll tell you what. Let Brad, because you guys can pitch the wineries way better than I ever could dream of. So here you go.
So when COVID hit, the whole wine experience changed, and so we weren't able to put a wine experience together.
But wouldn't you say a lot of people drank more wine during COVID?
Yes, actually, wine sales and spirit sales soared during COVID because everybody was at home. Wine, I don't want to get into the details. The wine industry is in transition right now because wine consumption is way, way down. I'm doing dry January. I think a lot of people are doing dry January.
Yep.
And a lot of people are doing dry year, right? That's just the way that it is. It's a kind of a health thing. But there is something very, very enjoyable about a day in the wine country. And what we've done is we went back. This is a curated list of wine. There is a curated list of wineries that we enjoy, and we enjoy sharing them with our friends like you. And so we went back to two of our biggest friends over the years. We've been doing this for 20 plus years, I believe. And we went back to two of our longest, best partners and said, hey, can we do this again? And they've given us a very good opportunity to go back to two of our favorite places. One is the private estate of Stoltman, which is stunning.
Yes, we love them.
We're going to be underneath a 700-year-old oak on a giant lawn next to the vineyards, and we expect that Tom Stoltman, the founder and one of the visionaries of the Ballard Canyon AVA, will be there to explain his vision and how that's grown and how it meshes with the entire vision of the Santa Ynez and Santa Barbara County wine country. And then there's LaFawn Vineyards, another stunning place, nestled in the Santa Rita Hills. That is just this extraordinary place where we're going to have a gourmet picnic and have a tasting right there in and near their barrel room. It's a spectacular opportunity to spend the day in wine country, experiencing the wine country ambiance and having a taste of what it is to just revel in nature and just taste the good life. So we hope that you're able to join us, and I turn it over to Diane.
We definitely want you to know to sign up because this event always sells out. And then you have people that are, left out. So at any rate, it is $150 a person, and we will be gone approximately from 8 until 5. The lunches are being made by Gelson's, so I will take your lunch order today also, and then we will leave from here, the center, at around 8:15. So don't be late. Be sure you have something warm to wear and coffee in a mug or whatever you want. And otherwise, we'll have everything on the bus for you, including and especially games on the bus, prizes, competitions, snacks, water, etc. Because we know you guys like to be entertained, so we are here to help. Thank you.
So just come. We'll be on sale in the lobby right after service for anyone who wants to sign up and pay for it today. Online, if you're watching online, don't worry. We put up 10 tickets online because we weren't sure we can't oversell the event. So if those 10 tickets sell out and we don't sell out in service, we'll put a couple more tickets up online. But otherwise, email me.
And I think we already have like 10 or 14 people that already.
We're already starting on our way. So, and my last thing to say is, I know there are some non-alcoholic drinkers in the crowd. This is a fabulous day event, okay? And well worth the trip, even if you are a non-drinker.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because what you guys didn't talk about is the community.
Yes.
the fellowship that happens on the bus, because I don't drink that much, and the last wine tour I wasn't drinking.
I make up for you, so that's good.
True. But the fellowship and the way you get to know each other so much better, it's an amazing day. So I hope you will all consider being with us. Okay,
Thank you.
good. Thank you. Eric Bork, come on up here for a second. So today we're doing a first in the history of the Global Truth Center. We are doing a screening. Oh, I don't need that. We are doing a screening of Eric Bork. Remember Eric Bork? Remember him? I'm sure you all miss his titillating conversations with me when he used to be a practitioner here. Yes, he lives now in New York City with his wife, Margaret Owens. And so tell them what we're doing today. Tell them what we're doing, Eric. There's your show.
Are we showing the thing? Did you want to show it first?
Talk about it.
Okay. This project's been like 3 years in the making, and it's now finished. And this is the first public screening of the movie in front of an audience. And many of the cast and crew are going to be here. It'll be the first time that they've seen it. And it's wonderful to do it here because so many people at the center supported this movie in various ways. The biggest is probably that we shot it at Scott and Marilyn's house. The entire movie, and they were so gracious in letting us basically take over and transform their house for like 3.5 weeks.
And it looks amazing. Your house looks amazing in the film.
Also, Diane Kerman co-produced the movie with me and was like indispensable partner throughout. Where is she? And
there she is back there.
And James and Kevin housed me while we were shooting it, and were our associate producers on it.
Yes.
Because we were just in the middle of our move to New York, and we had given up our place, and Margaret had moved already, and so I needed a place to stay while we were shooting, and I overstayed my welcome.
No.
Anyway, it's a fun movie about. Do you want to show the?
I'm going to ask.
Okay.
How many of you have watched the clip? Because you all got it in the. Okay, so it's like half the room's already seen it. Okay. I think we don't have to. Okay. We were going to show you the trailer, but it's 3 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Oh, it's 2 minutes. Oh, do you want to see it? Okay, turn all the lights out and show it.
Hey, I was thinking of ordering in some early dinner. I don't know if you're around, maybe you want to join me?
Let me just see how much work I can get done.
Totally. You go.
You seem lonely.
I just left a message for my ex so I can eat shit. If only someone had been there to stop me.
I mean, I doubt I would have tried.
So you're dating now?
It's
And now I have to move on. Working from home, I'm not meeting anybody. Hi.
Are you Leah? I was looking for 3908.
3809.
So I discovered.
I want to tip you more.
No, not necessary. Who knows whose fault it was?
Definitely my fault.
All your fault. Entirely blaming you. Should we hang out?
He's amazing. He's a chef, actually.
Grandma, I met someone I like.
Okay?
Don't forget condoms. What did you say? Vincent.
It's early days, Vlad. It's been a whirlwind. I'll send you his Instagram. We have a very strong connection.
Is he a right winger? Well, I only voted for him twice.
Oh my god! You look past it.
That's what I want.
So if it's just about sex, who cares? So what do you like about him?
Look, I don't think he's a nice guy.
Okay.
He's just more open about it, which is refreshing.
That is refreshing to you?
Tell her you think the election was legit. She'll eat that up.
I should be clear. I don't do casual. I'm very old-fashioned in that way. I am closed for business.
Door is locked, the chain is on, there's armed security out front. We can't just leave it there, can we?
He doesn't think the election was stolen.
What a heroic position. Wow.
So now you get a sense of what the movie's about. I would say when you made this movie, you weren't anticipating it opening during a second Trump presidency.
No, we weren't. And by the way, the movie, it's unclear, the movie was set in December of 2020. So that's why the mast and everything, and the January 6th thing happens during the movie, and it becomes a plot point and stuff. So no, we weren't. And we have a distributor who's going to be here tonight, and we have our first theatrical screening next month in Kansas City, and a few others to follow, and we're going to be starting to roll it out. But yeah, it's interesting timing. Obviously, it's a very controversial, hot button topic that we hopefully treat in a lighthearted, endearing way that's fun to watch. And it's 90 minutes, 5 o'clock. I hope you can be there.
Yeah, I mean, this is a rare time when you're going to say, I saw it here first, before it comes out in movie theaters. And there's going to be a discussion afterwards that I'm going to lead between Eric and the distributor's going to be on stage. Some of the cast. So it's exciting.
Producers who's from a nonprofit that really cares about political polarization, as do I, and who supports the movie because of that. And he'll speak a little bit about why they support it. Yeah.
Great. Eric Bork.
And you can purchase a ticket in the lobby for $25.
Purchase a ticket in the lobby.
Afterward.
Come on up, kids. Well, hello, you two. You're all alone today. So what's happening?
Okay. So today we had organic hot chocolate with whipped cream. We had storytelling. I read a book, Frederick. Has anybody heard of that book?
Yes.
It's about field mice that are busy collecting corn and wheat, and Frederick is sitting there seemingly doing nothing, but he's collecting warm sun rays and words and colors to get them through the end of the cold winter when they run out of food. And so it's about the importance of intangible contributions to a community, such as imagination and spirit.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. Can I? What did you get out of the book? What did you think about the book?
It was cool.
And what did you draw?
This.
Is that a picture that represents the book to you?
Yes.
Turn it around, show them.
They had a drawing, line drawing,
Oh, wow. Okay, so tell me what you got out of the book.
I got that even if you don't collect anything, words, colors, and like feelings can contribute warm feelings to the rest of the group.
Did you all get that? Well, show them your picture. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's it. Okay. Thank you, kids. Thanks for being here. Okay, come on up, guys. All right, everybody. I know we ran a little long today. Consciousness on Demand today. Kevin, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be in the lounge.
Kevin's going to be in the lounge. Oh, you can't be in the lounge. There's a board meeting today. You will be in meditate. You can be in my office,
I'll be in your
my beautiful office downstairs. You'll be in the meditation room. Yeah. Yes. And if something came up today, and I think it might have, please see them and talk about the truth. Okay. I invite you all to stand because we're closing this entire month with a song to remind us of who we are, to remember who we are. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. Get up now. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. All right, everybody. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound.
Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the lighting. Everybody, 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 get up on your feet. See the lighting. Everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Now I want you to take what you heard here today and act on it. Actually make it be part of your week. Start to ask yourself questions. What are my beliefs? What am I ready to do? What is making me come alive?
Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Oh, let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the lighting. Everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Have a great Sunday, everybody. Oh, you give us Carol. Carol, will you take mine? Let us make a joyful sound.